Ohio State dominating Michigan State by 40. Ryan Day wasn't on the sideline. 23 players weren't there. They missed 3 of their starting 5 offensive linemen, but they roll. But here's the big thing. They got Michigan, they hope, on Saturday. Michigan can get back on the field as early as today after they had to put the program on pause several days ago. ESPN college football playoff analyst Heather Dinich on what the Buckeyes proved over the weekend.
I thought that what they did on the road without their head coach and so many players missing showed depth. I mean, let's not forget that. You can talk about resiliency and getting to East Lansing and playing that game, but talk about the depth that they were able to continue to do that and win like that. Now, granted, Michigan State is an abysmal football team, right? But to be able to put together that kind of convincing win after the week that they had, I think will earn the committee's respect. I don't think you could have asked for much more out of Ohio State going into that. The question, of course, looms for them. As long as the Michigan game is a question in the long term, so is that 4th spot.
And obviously that's because the Michigan game would get them to 6 games on the season. The Buckeyes are 5-0. There is a Big Ten rule that you need a minimum of 6 to qualify for the conference championship game. Jay, what do you think about OSU's chances?
I think OSU is one of the top teams in the country. I mean, I think they're number 2 or number 3. I know Key and I were talking about this yesterday. And go ahead, Key.
No, go, man. I'm just looking at the screen.
Your mouth is so.
I'm sitting there like I was watching a highlight, but now that you've handed off to me, unlike Zubin doesn't like to shoot; he likes to pass. But what I would say is you gotta think about who have they beaten, right? Like it's like I'm in that category now. And I'm like 30-point favorites against Michigan. What does that say? Like what? Like. You know, and I know they got a good team from my eyes. I can look at Fields and what they've been able to do on the offensive side of the ball, defensive side of the ball, but they just handed Michigan State. Like, I look at them like Nebraska. Like, are they truly one of the top 4 teams in college football today?
I think they are. I mean, you said this multiple times when I use that argument on the NFL side. You can only play the teams in front of you.
No question about it, but I'm saying
your eye test. You also go by your eye test.
Am I really seeing that?
What does your eye test tell you?
I mean, it's hard to tell because the teams that they playing, right? It's hard to tell.
I think they belong in that top tier conversation.
I'm with Jay on that. Their one close game was against Indiana. If Ohio State can't get to 6 wins or 6 games, Indiana would then possibly win the Big Ten East and play Northwestern in the Big Ten championship game. So that was their one close game, and the team that they edged, Indiana, is in some ways thinking if Ohio State can't go to the conference championship game because of these rules and regulations, it's our spot to take. And obviously, it goes without saying, that would be Indiana's first appearance in the Big Ten championship.
They were up pretty big in that game before they let their foot off the gas and Indiana started to come back. So
true.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.